You gotta get out your own head. It's already enough thoughts going through your own head. Why is you worried about the thoughts in everybody else's head about you? I'm gonna keep it so 100 with y'all. Fear is the biggest thing holding you back in everything in life. When it comes down to wanting to pursue your goals, a big thing that a lot of people gonna have to really realize that they gotta do is you just gotta take that first step. Y'all like that? Look. Take that first step. Yeah. Also, not just taking that first step, but just not overthinking. I feel like one thing that a lot of people do is they overthink a lot. You cannot overthink when they come down to taking that first step or chasing them goals that you always wanted to chase. I'm talking too fast, hold on. You can't overthink when it come down to taking that first step or when it come down to chasing those dreams you've always wanted to chase. Because all overthinking really gonna do is make you become paralyzed in your decision-making process. If you've never heard of the term analysis paralysis, it's a term where somebody is over-planning, or when someone over-plans or overly tries to analyze a situation or try to predict how they're gonna do something, but instead of actually taking that action and doing it themselves, they stop. They can have the perfect plan, try to come up with the perfect scenario, the best environment. I'm going for a walk in my neighborhood right now, bro. I'm not looking for no perfect environment. I mean, I feel as though my environment is pretty good. Like, you feel me? I ain't trying to get nobody else's crib in here, but I feel as though my environment's pretty good. But that's not the point. Taking that first step and doing what you said you were gonna do is way more important than having the perfect plan. A person who overplans everything and does nothing will always be far, far away and under somebody who just does it. Not saying just do things for the sake of doing it and not have a plan, but actually taking the action to do it rather than just planning and thinking that you did it mentally. It's a big difference. You see, I used to be like that all the time. Always saying, oh, I'm gonna do this how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna record, I'm gonna talk about this, I'm gonna have the bullet points. And every single time I planned on doing it, when it came down to doing it, first it was fear, like I said before. It was fear stopping me from doing it. I was like, damn, whoa, what we doing? Might have to cut that out. I might leave it in the video, who knows? We'll see how editing Trap feel about it. But going back to how I was before I actually started taking this YouTube channel a little serious, I would always have a plan for what I wanted to do. And it would be perfect. It'll have the bullet points, where I'm gonna do it, what time I'm gonna do it, the lighting, everything down to the most minute detail. I hope I'm not sweating right now. It's a little humid outside, but that's besides the point. But when it came down to actually doing it, chat, I ain't gonna lie. A nigga got nervous. I was like, damn, I'm really sitting in front of a camera talking right now. I'm talking to myself, I look dumb. I had to get out of that. And the only way for me to actually get over that personally, I know other people have their own ways of doing it, but the only way for me to get out of that personally was to take that first step and just do it. I don't even got no notebook with me. I'm out here, no phone, no other phone. I have nothing, no notes. I'm free again. I'm doing this video straight off the dome. I'm just talking, I'm just yapping. My notes is right now, my notes is really just my mind. I know what I want to talk about. It may not be organized, but this right here is better than not doing it at all. And that's the point I'm trying to make in this video. Don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate it. Because when you do that, you're gonna be put in a state of, again, like I said before, analysis paralysis. And as content creators and as aspiring content creators, we have to make sure that we don't get stuck in that trap, because that trap will keep us bound for a long time. Even me right now, just walking down I'm over here recording this video. I got cars passing by. People probably looking at me crazy. I don't care. This is my journey, not theirs. So reiterate my first point, do it scared, do it nervous, just do it. Like Shia LaBeouf said, I don't know how to pronounce his name for sure, but you know, old boy from Transformers, as we all know. Just do it. I mean, if you was on social media back then, if you young watching this video, you probably might not know. You might, I don't know, depending on how old you is. You know Shia LaBeouf. I know I'm butchering his name, but just let me slide for right now, cause I really don't know how to pronounce his last name. But you just gotta do it. I'm taking a walk down my neighborhood, recording a video, talking to a camera in front of really all my neighbors and everybody coming to and from down the road, as you can see from right here. Trying to get out the way. You just gotta not care. Which actually, you know what? Not caring. That takes me to my second point, my second segue. You have to not care what others think. Caring about what others think will put you in a mental prison. Caring about what others think is not gonna help you grow as a person. It's gonna keep you trapped within your own self-thoughts. And if you already an overthinker, man, I know this point gonna hit hard for y'all. Cause not caring what others think, it's a lot easier said than done. But again, in order to overcome these obstacles, you gotta take that first step. And you don't realize just how easy it is until you just do it. I overthought this video for about a day and a half, not a day and a half, a day. Maybe like a 3/4 of a day. It don't matter. I overthought this video for a day. But I realized after posting my first video, bro, I cannot sit here and just be overthinking. There are plenty of other content creators out here that are doing exactly what I'm doing, and they're seeing results in over a year. It's a dude, I forgot his YouTube channel name, I forgot his tag. He out here recording videos, stutters, imperfections, everything still on camera, still on tape, not cutting none of that out. He's sitting at 12K subs and growing still. If anything, bro, I see a channel like that and I get inspired. Cause gang, if he can do it, why can't I? Not to say that I'm saying my content's better or anything like that. I'm just not starting. My content is shit right now. I'm gonna keep it so 100. I'm gonna be so real with myself. And that's actually a part of the journey. You gotta be real with yourself to know where you are and to know where you're gonna be at. Man, I know I'm sweating. Ooh. Y'all finna get sweaty trav today. Oh, this is a bad look. I sweat easily, y'all. Hope y'all don't, know what I'm saying? That shouldn't matter though. I'm taking a walk. I'm getting my cardio in. As y'all should be doing if you're not already doing that. Making sure you're staying fit, working out. But I digress. Going full circle back to my second point, you can't care what nobody else think. You gotta get out your own head. Why you care about what everybody else think in their head? Ooh, I ain't gonna lie, I low-key cut with that. You gotta get out your own head. It's already enough thoughts going through your own head. Why is you worried about the thoughts in everybody else's head about you? That is an overload of information you cannot handle. That's like trying to be a mind reader. When Professor X from X-Men finally found out he had powers, he could hear everybody else's thoughts. Everybody else's thoughts were so loud, he couldn't even hear himself think. Information overload. And I know we can't read each other's minds, but if you're worried about what other people are thinking on top of what you're thinking for yourself, you might as well be in the same exact predicament as him. Like, what? Why do that to yourself? When honestly, I'm gonna keep it so 100, it's super easy to just get up and do it and not care what nobody else think. I promise, if you get up and do it, you will not die. You will not be harmed. You will be perfectly fine. Yeah, your heart gonna start pumping. Your heart gonna start thumping in your chest. You gonna get real nervous. You gonna be like, oh, this is weird. This is out of my comfort zone. But guess what? Stepping out your comfort zone is the only way you're gonna grow. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. As I said before, I overthought making this video. Dang, should I go for a walk? Dang, should I do it in my yard? Should I get a good view? Man, forget all that. I'm just gonna record. I don't even got notes with me. And I got more clarity in my thoughts than when I had a notepad in my hand in the last video. This content creation journey is a learning process. Every day I make a new video, I'm learning something new. I'm learning how to improve myself. I'm learning how to improve my content. And soon in the future, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna turn around right here. But soon, eventually in the future, with repeated steps and more experience that I gain, with this content creation journey, as any of you aspiring YouTubers are gonna know, the more you do it, or the more you do anything in life in general, the better you're gonna get at it. I don't care how bad you think you are at it. I don't care how much you think you suck. You don't suck because you're horrible at doing something, which makes no sense when I really say it out loud. You suck because you gave up. You don't suck because you're bad at it. You suck because you gave up. Because if you never give up, you're eventually gonna get good at it. That's the real honest to God truth. Anything in life you wanna do and be good at, you gotta do it. You gotta put a good amount of time into doing it. And eventually, the results are gonna come. You never really fail until you give up. Failures are stepping stones to success. Failures are stepping stones to success. Y'all gotta rewire your brain on how y'all think about failures. Failures aren't real failures. Failures are stepping stones to success. When you quote unquote failed, you found another way for it not to work. So now you know not to do the same thing next time. And if you keep finding ways for things not to work, eventually you're gonna come across something that does work. And all you gotta do is win one time. Especially when it comes down to content, all you gotta do is win one time. You could fail 1,000 times, but if you win one time, you good. That's the third car that I'm passed by. The first car passed by, I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking in my head like, man, they gonna think I'm looking crazy. Fourth car coming by right now, I don't give up. I don't care. Like I said, all you gotta do is take that first step, bro. All you gotta do is take that first step, and everything else gonna follow. First car came by, I was a little nervous, can't even lie to you. Second car came by, I'm like, all right, this is gonna be normal. I'm walking down the street, it's a one-way. Not a one-way, but a narrow road. Third car came by, I didn't care no more. Fourth car came by, I didn't even look. I only knew because I heard the damn car. So, excuse my French, I really don't want to be cursing on these videos, but point is, bro, these cars are a representation of repetition. The first time, you're gonna be nervous. The second time, you're gonna start getting used to it. The third time, you're not gonna care. The fourth time, it won't even register. And whole time, what you were afraid of no longer exists. So use those cars passing by as like symbolism as to why you should keep going. I ain't gonna lie, that's God right there. How I just put that together. You can't script this. You can't script this. This is only coming off the dome. You cannot script this. I ain't gonna lie, I was going on a fat tangent just now, so I'm a little off topic, but going on to my third and last point, point number 3, y'all know, everything you do should be done in moderation, including moderation. Shout out to AB Academy. I low-key took that from his playbook. Everything you do must be in moderation, including moderation. Everything you do must be in moderation, including moderation. So what does that mean? You like playing the game, you like to smoke, okay. Nothing's wrong with playing the game. If you smoke, that's you. But it should be done in moderation. So when should you do things like that? When should you indulge in these small little pleasures? You should only indulge in them once you got everything you know you needed to do done. That means if you had goals set out for that day, knock all those goals out. Matter of fact, best thing you should do is wake up early in the morning, knock them out in the morning so you got the rest of the afternoon to do whatever you feel like doing. Or if you would like to be more productive and more efficient with your time, knock out your daily objectives you have to do early in the morning. Find out what else you can do to further improve yourself later that afternoon. And then you can indulge in whatever you indulge in with the remainder of your day before you go to sleep. That way you got everything you needed to do done, everything else you wanted to do that was helping you and helping you improve as a person done as well. And all the little stuff, smoking or playing the video games or, taking that chill pill and relaxing, you could have that done right before it's time to go to bed and start again the next day. Everything must be done in moderation. There has to be a balance, and it's up to you to find that balance. And the best way for you to find that balance is to put in the reps, do the work, so that you're able to find out what works for you and how to apply it to your daily life. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and leave a like, subscribe. And if you made it this far into the video, which I don't even think right now there's nobody watching my videos right now, but eventually I'm gonna get viewers. Y'all gonna be able to take what I say and apply it to your own lives. If you have made it this far in the video, put the number 5 down in the comment section, bro. Lucky number 5. That's my lucky number. I don't know why. It just is. It always resonated with me. So if you made it this far again, put the number 5 in the comments down below. And I'm gonna get up with y'all in the next video.